Jazz hands. Okay, I don't know why I started it. Hey guys, it's Victor. It is, 9:21 a.m. I gotta go to work soon. Wearing the Captain America shirt. Yes, because I'm a man-child. Okay, today let's wrap up some crap that it's been, I'm tired of it. I think, and I'm really tired of seeing Scott Unrested talk about this too. So, dude, but let's wrap it up. So, Julien Blanc made a formal apology. He appeared on the show. I don't know what this show is. It's CNN. I guess it's CNN, right? And he appears on this, and I guess I don't know who this guy is either, but he seems like he gave him a pretty good interview. He said, "Really, are you really sorry?" And Julien said, "I was just joking, dude." Basically, he did apologize. Whether you think it's a bullshit apology, like Julie, the girl, the angry Chinese girl who started, I think that's what she calls herself on Twitter, one of the first people to come out against this. By the way, just to get some facts out of the way there, she apparently put up her Twitter on November 1st at 11 p.m. and I was like a few hours later with my video. I never saw her Twitter, so those of you who accuse me of jumping on the bandwagon. Well, of course, I'm only talking to the testicles and bronads who support Julien Blanc, but no, I came across that video by myself, or with the help of you guys, the morons, the moron army, and I made my video independent of her Twitter campaign, so out of the way. Anyway, so here's the whole apology. I will link it below. You can watch it, and you can decide whether you believe it or not. I tend to, I don't know the guy. It's impossible for me to judge. I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt, though. I will take make a few commentaries, a few observations. He says a lot of the people who come to our seminars, they meet their life partner, and they get married. But if you look at a little bit at some of his like partner, I guess Tyler Durden. And by the way, calling yourself Tyler Durden after a fictional character is so gay, and I mean in the gay way, not in the homosexual way. I mean in the lame way. Okay, and I'm sorry to use that way, but I just want to reach out. I'm speaking on the level of the bronads here. Now I know if you look in my room, it looks, I guess, quite childish, I suppose. But I don't pretend to be any of those people. I don't call myself Woody. I'm not Buzz Lightyear, okay? And I'm wearing a Captain America t-shirt, but it's just a t-shirt. It's like a $10, $15, I don't know. It's a $15 t-shirt. In Japan, like $25. Anyway, I don't call myself Tyler Durden, which I think is pretty lame to do that. Anyway, apparently that guy's married and he has a child, and the child is said to be a mistake. Like he said, the kid was a mistake. Now, I don't know if it's a mistake like I didn't mean to inseminate you kind of mistake, or I never wanted the child. But either way, it's kind of a stupid thing to say in public about your child. Maybe you should tell him that personally when he grows up and see how he deals with that. Yeah, the kid's going to be screwed up. Anyway, I don't think that saying people got married definitely means anything except they got married. People get married for a lot of reasons. It doesn't justify the whole lifestyle. And of course, everyone has a different lifestyle. Everyone has a different way of doing things. So, it's silly for us to judge their way. But I wouldn't say, all I'm saying is that just saying, well, some people get married doesn't mean anything. Just facts. Some people got married. Yeah, so what? Murderers pay taxes. Big deal. It doesn't mean anything. It didn't actually quite make sense. But, and I'm rushing for work. I'm rushing off to work, so I got to go, but I just wanted to put these out, and I wanted to point you to some other videos, because after I watched this CNN thing, I went to some other channel where they talked about it. I don't know where the hell it is now, but they turned me on to this thing called Dapper Laughs. It's a guy who gives dating advice in England, but there's a bit, and this was also banned too. They called for the banning of this. Now we have a commercial we have to put on. They called for the banning of this show as well, and apparently it was banned after 1 year. I've never seen it before until today, never heard of it until today, but here it is. Now, there's a big difference, and they look very similar, kind of scruffy beard. But here's the difference between these two shows. This is a comedy show. This is obviously a bullshit reality show, and it's done, a lot of it done tongue-in-cheek. Now, when you watch when you go to his seminars, you're paying six I don't know how much money, paying a lot of money, whatever it is. The number is actually irrelevant. But the point is, you are paying money to be taught how to pull, right? So that is a serious endeavor for many people. People pay $15 for a comedy show. People don't pay $1,600 or $3,000 and expect that to be comedy. They're looking for real help, real advice. These are really shy, socially awkward people, as even he says in the video. These are shy people. These are socially awkward nerds, bronads, testicles. And a lot of the bronads and testicles have made defenses, or even videos have saying, well, you know, Daniel Tosh makes rape jokes, and Anthony Jeselnik, he makes rape jokes. They're comedians. It's very clear they're comedians. They're not giving you real world advice, and all you're doing is paying $15. For $15, you don't expect, or $20, whatever it is, and a drink, you don't expect to take that. That guy's not telling you what to do. It's a joke. People are laughing at the end of it. Okay, people don't deal with him that way. Now, the whole joking about rape thing is really touchy, and even Anthony Jeselnik and Daniel Tosh have gotten a lot of crap over just joking. So even if you want to make that defense, yeah, they're getting a lot of criticism too. So it's definitely not a good career move. Anyway, I'm going to leave you links to all this. Tell me what you think about this. Let's wrap this up. I'm still, and one more thing I'd like to say, but it's touchy. Someone made a video the other day supporting the what do you call it? The physical harm. Someone threatened this guy. Someone called his company and threatened him. The RSD Nation. They threatened him. I'm against that. Some people seem to think that's brave. I don't think so. I think it's calling someone. I won't go as far to say cowardly, but calling someone anonymously and threatening them is not brave. And I'm against that. And it just puts you on his level. You know, yeah, if you see him doing that, I would say, I can understand, like I said in the video, I can understand wanting to physically harm someone who acts like that in public and grabs people's heads and puts them on your crotch, on their own groin. But I do not condone violence, and I think it's not the right way to go. I feel that some people condone it. I actually wrote just a couple comments on the video saying, you know, I don't think this is a good idea, and some people called me out for being jealous and a cowardly person for not doing that, and I totally disagree. That's not the way to go. As you guys have seen, I'm stupid brave. I will run out into the middle of any kind of brawl and jump in and try to do the right thing, even when I'm not really sure what the right thing is, which is not necessarily, I'm not saying you should be like me, but it's not like I'm a chicken shit about stuff like that and getting my hands dirty. I'm definitely not. But I do think there's but I'm putting myself out there, hands on. I'm not calling, you know, from an anonymous telephone. I'm not making anonymous telephone calls to people and making vague threats. I don't think that's brave, and I don't think it's good. And whoever did that, I can understand your feelings, and I totally appreciate and I actually sympathize with those feelings. But that's not the way to deal with it. They should have let him come to Japan. And they should have banned him once he got here. And that would have been official, and that he never would have been able to come back here. So I completely think that was the wrong way to go that way. But in the end, we are both on the same page. So those people who threatened him, I agree with you. Right? And I want to thank everybody who did sign those petitions. You know, a lot of people think things like this cannot be done. But they do get done. They do help. And as we proved it here, all of us together, you know, it's not like anybody did it alone. I think some people want to say it's somebody's bandwagon or it's somebody's campaign. No, it's just a lot of people who agreed on one subject. So we should all just pat ourselves on the back and go on. That's enough of this crap. Now, as for RSD, is it something that you should listen to? I don't know. I don't feel the need to. I've never had the need to. Gee, I can't meet a girl. I wonder how somebody can help me. I've never had that need. If you have that need, that's fine. Now, a lot of people say, a few defenders say, well, it's not all about that. Yeah, maybe there's some really good advice in there. But if you go to the guy's Julian's site, Pimping My Game, the whole page is about having sex with girls randomly. And like I've said before, I cannot see how this is a good thing for you. This will hurt you. And really, how many random girls do you want to have sex with? That the notches on your belt. Believe me, it's not healthy. It's not good. Find someone that you can really enjoy a relationship with. The sex will be much better. I can't imagine you would really feel comfortable getting all nasty with someone that you just met. You know, I mean, you don't know where she's been. You don't know where, and she doesn't know where you've been. And if you're a woman, you don't know where he's been. So, would you rather get nasty with someone who's clean and disease free and you know, isn't a psychopath? You know, you go home with someone that first night, you have no idea with who you are, and believe me, it's better if you wait. You know, even a couple dates. I'm not saying wait till you get married, of course. I mean, that would be the best, of course, from a conservative point of view, which I'm not. But just don't be a slut. You know, not because I'm against having a lot of sex. You should have a lot of sex. Have all the sex you want. Go ahead, sex right now. Pause the video though. I don't want to watch. But don't have a lot of sex with strangers because it's just going to hurt you. Unless you're a psychopath in the beginning, and then it's probably going to have no effect on you at all. Anyway, these are my erratic thoughts as I get ready for work, and I'm off, so I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out the links in the description, and I will talk to you all later. Peace out, and safe sex. Bye.